And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those.
Snags it, and he's open. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Fields. Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Red pass, it's complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Fields. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Pulls and fired complete. Open space at the 25. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius. Makes the play. And then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Houston wants to play fast. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Left side, it's Davidson. Makes the grab in their space. At the 30. He's at the touchdown Cougars. Rolled his way into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Nearly intercepted.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Delayed handoff, it's Fields. There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a look at the stats in what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kansas State trying to convert this 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Stopped right there.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run him again. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Runs through a man. He might have space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's going to run it.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Turns it upfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Brought down. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Tries it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
They've the defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Past the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Push ahead on the sneak. And he's in. Touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice fitting some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
28, Kansas City, 21.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Finds his target. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Houston going up tempo.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
2nd and long here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, it's Fields. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the defense chooses aggressiveness. This 4th down and short, man, and they blitz, they bring some pressure, they get home. And here's what they did. They sped up that RPO decision. Quarterback threw it, I think, a little bit before he wanted to, force the incompletion, and get the big 4th down stop.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. On his way back from the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Hoosiers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Takes the grab. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Fields. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Direct snap. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taken down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Buying time to his right. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Dangerous throw near the goal line.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, Kansas State will try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff again. Ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with this two-point conversion attempt. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 99 set to kick this one off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Houston. They've got the lead here in the fourth. His third touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. The give. Powers through the defenders.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Smashes through the tackle, and he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
And the Cougars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
This time, they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Now this offense has it first and goal, trying to cash in after that defensive penalty. Good, strong tackle. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike through the air for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Snaps it in the shotgun. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The snap sets up the throw. Moves to his right. And he gets rid of it.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Lost to throw again. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make the...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short three here and trying to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He's looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Running inside, it's Davidson. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. On the ground, it's Sellers. He's got the first down. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Setting up the screen. Turning it up. Got some room, and